Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are creating a custom Patreon spread for Shawn, and we're going to be doing a currently and favorites page. This does say November, so we are going to just use my correction tape to cover that up. And then we'll use white pen down at the bottom for a little bit of a cleaner cover up down here because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to cover this with. It may end up being washi or sticker, but I'll want a cleaner cover here because these words are so small that I really don't need to use correction tape. I need like really thin correction tape or something. But the white pen works nicely here just to kind of mute everything. So we'll get this covered. There we go. Now, Shawn requested stickers from Live Love Posh's Autumn Allure. This is last year's Live Love Posh Autumn sticker book. It's on sale right now, actually, and code Elise10 will give you an additional discount. So I love this sticker book. It's one of my favorite fall books. And the great thing, of course, is that you can get an extra discount with my code. So even though it's September, Shawn requested Halloween themes, so I get to choose between a couple of different sets. I've settled on this pink and purple set. Shawn gave me 4 options to choose from, and I think we're going to use these. I think they're really pretty. Now, of course, this is supposed to go this way, but I'd really like it to go this way, and I think that it works. Sometimes switching the orientation of stickers doesn't work, but this bat is still here, and this one, they're flying, so I think that it's just fine like that. So we're gonna put this right down here on the corner, and then I'm gonna tuck this up for a second because I thought that it would be pretty to bring in some washi, and I'm sure I have a dark purple washi that'll work with this. Like, which one? This one? It's kind of cool with the pattern. That works. Actually, I almost feel like this one is better for Halloween. No, that one's a little dizzying. We're gonna use this one. So we're gonna pull this up, and the reason that I left that part of the sticker lifted is because I can just put this down right like that. There we go. And it's just a little bit easier than trimming the washi around the design. So I'll pop this here. Okay, now I also want to take my pen and we're going to cover up the take note part right here. I'm just going to give it a really thick cover here because the sticker that I'm putting over it is clear and you'll be able to see anything underneath. So just really lightly there. Now we can also, like a hair on my thing, we can also use correction tape for this part right here. Okay, now, September, I have Alpha Basics Volume 4 by Kelva Plan here, and I think that the pink would actually be a really good pink to put here in September. However, I don't want to see the correction tape, so that's where I'm going to bring in washi again, but not fully. We're just going to use a little bit of correction tape to cover up, or a little bit of washi to cover up some of that correction tape, so that when I put these stickers down, you don't really see them. So September, September. E needs to be in the middle. I know that I've done this with all the custom spreads that I've done. I keep counting. I just don't remember. Sorry about that. And now this is actually my last custom spread of the month. So now that once I figure it out, well, I didn't figure it out, but I was going to say, like, by the time I figure it out, the month will be over. EMB. E. And you can still see a tiny bit of the washi or the correction tape like right over here, but I mean, it's barely any. So this is a better choice. SEPT, and then you go backwards. P, E, and S. There we go. That looks cute. Now I'm going to pull out Currently Basics by Kel of a Plan because I'm finally starting to remember that this sticker book has currently words in it and I don't need to be trying to spell out currently over and over and over again. So this does have pink and purple, but I actually think I'm going to go with black because we do have some black in this spread. So I think that black would look just nice and clean here. And now you'll see why I wanted to be really clean with that cover up because you're gonna see whatever's underneath. All right, that looks good. Now let's continue. So I think we'll do something like a little spooky. I don't want to take up too much space here, but maybe just like a little bit right there. And then we can take the spider web and put this right in here. That looks good. And then I'll trim this part. Just gotta get that piece off. Come on. Okay. And then we need my knife. Of course, I just cleaned my desk. Like I cleaned my desk to be able to film this video, but I didn't take out everything I needed. Oh no, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted, my We Are Memory Keepers punch because we went over the punch a tiny bit right here. All right. Next up, what's next? Boxes. So you should have coordinating boxes. Actually, this has coordinating boxes, but it won't have the size boxes we need. So I think that what we're gonna do here is use black boxes up top and then other ones throughout. I think that that'll be a nice clean look. I don't know if this sticker book has black boxes though. I'm not seeing any. Where is header boxes? Let's use this. This has to have black, right? Am I crazy? There's no black here. There we go, black. I feel like that happened last time too. I couldn't find it because I expected it to be like in the front or the back, but not in the middle. And we'll put our header boxes right here. Perfect. Now, you know that I like to relabel these numbers. So I'm going to pull out Dated Basics, Volume 5 by Kel of a Plan. This is a newer Dated Basics. And I think we'll go for the pink. And because these have a nice solid background, I don't need to cover anything up. Come on. Whoop. There we go. Sometimes the bottom part comes up too, and you just want to like pull it like this to make sure you're not ripping it. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think that that's looking good. I see the sun coming in a little bit here. I did close the curtains mostly before I started filming, but also we need some of that light. So hopefully you don't mind the light coming through. And then I think it would be cute to just take one of these bats and add it in right over there. All right, now that we've done some of that, let's come through and take a look at my box choices. So I have 2 pages here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 boxes. I don't want to use all of them on either side of the page. So we're going to do like a little bit of a combination. So let's put this here. And then maybe this one. No, I think that's too big because we already have this large floral here. So let's do this one. And they can kind of connect to each other. And then because I want to bring in other ones, I'm going to pull out this pink. This feels a little bit more like soft than this color. I'm having trouble seeing it together. Let's see. I think that that's pretty. Let's do that. So let's take a larger pink. Because I use the purple washi, I wanted to do like different pinks throughout. So we can add this one in here. And then we can do a little bit bigger. I think we'll be able to put 2 more in. You can put one over here. And then 1 more here. And I feel like that's just a nice combination of all of these. I think that that looks good. I want to come back to this page and do like all the filling in at once. But in the meantime, I just want to kind of take another look and see where we are. All right, I think that that looks really good. Let's shift over to this side. I do think that I need to close the curtain though, because that sun is bugging me. Okay, that's better. All right, now let's come in with our washi again. We're going to put this here. And this time I know where the middle of favorites is, because I have put stickers down spelling out favorites many, many times. So I know that R is right in the middle. R, I, T, E, and S. The S you want to be careful with. I haven't ripped one yet, but I feel like I probably will at some point. F, A, V, O. Okay, almost done. I've said this in a video recently. I never know if I should like stop the video when I'm putting all these down or not, but here we go. Favorites. Okay, cute. Now let's come back in with this. I'm gonna do this other corner floral and put this right down here. Should we do the washi again? I don't know if I want to do the washi there. We'll see. If I decide to, it's okay that I press this down. We can just cut around it. And then I feel like we should do something fun. I don't want to do It's October Witches because it's not October yet, but we can do something like that. Spooky vibes only. Cute. Okay, let's come in with the rest of these boxes. We'll see how many I can fit. So we're going to do that big one first. I don't need a ton of this extra decor because we're putting it here. It's going to be part of the boxes. So we'll put this down. And then let's grab this one. These are big. So I just want to be mindful of spacing. I think I'm going to take one of these boxes, put this here. This one we'll put here. We're going to lose a little bit of the bat wing, but it's okay. And then from the next page, let's do, can I get one more of these and the other square in? Maybe. It's just going to be like a lot of floral, but I feel like it kind of looks neat. And then we're going to do this last one over here. I'll try to find a way to kind of tie these in so it doesn't just look like a jumbled mess. I don't really think it does. I'll have to like give it a minute to kind of play around with it and see where we are. Next up, I do want to take, there was a cute boo somewhere. Here it is. And I think that that would give, maybe over here, a little bit of a separation. And then I can also come in with the washi right here. And it's a little tougher to do this because we don't have, the washi is dark, but I like to kind of cut it somewhat around the pattern. Doesn't always work that way. Like this is going to be tough to do, but I think if we sort of just do it like an angle, we've got that there. And then I want to add in a little bit more. So I'm going to do that here. I think that this, I said it was going to be okay if I didn't lift these, but I really feel like it's going to be easier just to lift and put the washi underneath. Because I don't love that upper one. We're going to fix it. So if you like put right here, press that down, then over here, and we're just going to trim this and then put the sticker down over it. It's just a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that looks better. We're going to take this one up and do the same thing. With lighter washi, it's much easier to get that perfect cut, but this is a dark one. Just lift a little. You don't need to lift a ton. You don't need to like rip the whole sticker up, but just enough to be able to kind of tuck it under. And it's so much easier. And then here, it's a little harder to put down straight this way because I'm trying to just really make sure that it's stuck on the left side, but not impossible. Press down. Here we go. Oh, I think that that looks really good. Yeah, and it definitely cleaned up the spread a little bit, which is what I was looking for. Do I want to add one more over here? I think we do. I feel like 3 gives it a little bit of a balance. So we're going to lift this again. This one's going to be tougher to lift, but because there's already other pieces, but I think that if it's straight, we may be okay right here. I also need to put my cap back on my knife because having it sit there with the blade up like that is making me nervous. All right. Yeah, I think that that looks really cute. Let's get the cap back on the knife. Elise, let's stop being scary with this. Nope, did I break it? Okay, there we go. No, it is broken. Is it broken? I don't know what happened. Oh, it definitely is. Now it's broken. Okay, well, I'm gonna deal with that another day. Or after, at least after this video. Okay, we're finished with this sticker book. So actually, I'm not completely finished with it. I just remembered something, that this sticker book has some words, and I think it would be fun to take the gold sticker and pop it right in here since we already have that 1, 2, 3 right there. But I think it'll look better. We need that broken knife cap. I think it'll look better to have it sit within the black on all edges. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this. Okay. Add it to the list of things to fix. I'm not really worried about ripping the black like I usually am when I'm doing something like this because I can always just color it in with a black pen, but it was fine. I didn't need to. Okay, look how cute that looks. Sorry, I'm a little off corner. My phone is turned around. It's a different angle or orientation than it usually is. It's facing this way. Normally it faces this way. I don't even know why, but it's facing this way because I have it on the charger. So if we were a little bit tilted this way, I apologize. Hopefully I'll figure that out. Okay, now I'm pulling up Mojo Jojo's currently sticker book, and we're gonna choose some words. Let's do feeling. I like putting feeling where we have a larger box because it gives some space to put down how you're feeling. A tiny box for feeling isn't great. Let's do planning. We're planners. We're always planning, but there may be something bigger planning. Like right now, I'm trying to plan a wedding. Planning. Let's do loving. Celebrating. Even if there isn't a massive life event, there's just always something to celebrate. I can't seem to get that one up. Let's try this one. Let's put celebrating right here. And then we can do watching. Here. And something that's going to take a little bit more space here. I wanted to have grateful for. I think that that would be good because that's a nice amount of space. Grateful. I feel like I can never figure out like the order of the stickers in this book. I feel like grateful for is definitely in here, but I don't know where. Having grace for, grateful for is at the top of that one. Does that, but aren't all of them in every font? That's what I was thinking. They were all in every font. So I just need to find that font and then look at the top of the page. That should work. But it's not. I don't know why. Okay. Well, oh, here it is. I hadn't reached it yet. Grateful for. Should we put it in the middle? Yeah. Okay. Cute. I know that these two are very different from each other, but I think it's okay because this one just looks really good and it kind of like sets up the spread because it starts it like that. And I think that that's better versus having this one be pink. Now we're going to list in some favorites. So here we're going to write memory. Meal. Let's do movie. Book. And achievement. Perfect. And there we go. I think that we're all set. I do think that adding the washi in over here really helped kind of balance that out because it was getting a little crazy. But I also think that adding in the pink here softened this side. So I really love how this came out and I hope you do as well. I'll link everything I used in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching and for your support as always, and I'll see you next time.